All right, everyone, we're out here on Cedar Creek Lake for stop number 3 of the 2025 Team Trail Outdoors tournament season. Hopefully it's a good day today. Intro's a little late. We actually already have one keeper in the box that I caught on a spook off camera, but that update will be in the video. I did film an update with the fish in my hand, so that's what we got right now. It's about a 2-pounder, and this is our second spot of the morning. So practice was good yesterday. Hopefully we can put a good bag together today. So y'all stay tuned.
I think I like it.
All right, guys, we're heading out of the pocket we started in, and Ian noticed that there was a little bit of shad spawn going on this rock bank, so we pulled up here real quick. Weren't even gonna put the camera up because we were just gonna fish it for 2 minutes, but my first cast, like literally as soon as the spook hit the water, I caught our first keeper, so good start. Big one. Yep. I got so confused because I saw whatever it was that jumped right here. Bluegill on top of the grass right there. So I thought you tripped over on that. Was he inside the grass or on the edge? All day? Yeah. Number 2.
Number 2, flipping a worm. Yeah, because I think the road comes down and then curves about right where this boat is. Yeah. Small one, but
Is it a keeper?
yeah. Maybe.
Alright. That should keep. Here, watch out. We'll get right here. We'll keep. Maybe you can try it.
Fish. It's blind. 1 eye.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't get 14.
Big one. Got him. I'm just gonna leave the net right there while you're up here. That way I can run up there and grab it, or you can grab it and run back here.
Yep. Number 3.
Culling is going to be a nightmare if we get to that point. Yep. It's a bass, yeah. I think he hooked himself on the top of his head now. He might go. Pretty close.
Either 13 or 14.
Yeah. Alright guys, keeper number 4. Smallest one, barely touches, but it's another one on the 3XD. Yeah. Right there. Let's go. There we go, guys. Here's a good one. About damn time.
Almost no 7, but
There you go, guys. Big one. I don't think we need a cold clip on that one.
no, I don't think so.
All right, y'all. Game over. We're gonna head to weigh in. We'll let y'all know how it goes. I think we got somewhere between 13 and 13 and a half pounds, so we'll see where we end up and what we actually have. All right, everyone. So as you saw, pretty tough day out on Cedar Creek for us. Our best 5 went for 12.92 pounds, which got us 35th place out of 128 teams. So, you know, a solid showing. 35th out of 128 is not bad at all. It's a pretty solid showing, but it's not up to our standard. It's not what we like to shoot for at all. So we were a little disappointed, especially after the practice we had. We thought we could have 15 to 20 pounds fairly easily offshore during this tournament based on the practice we had, but it just got really tough. You know, we had a storm blow in the night before, like after practice, leading up into the tournament. We had a big storm blowing with hail and lightning, crazy lightning, and really heavy rain. And after talking to some guys at weigh-in and stuff, a lot of them were saying that the lightning could have been a player and why the offshore bite kind of died. I'd kind of heard that before, and just that lightning can turn the fish off a little bit and make them a little harder to catch, regardless of if they're offshore or not. I've heard a couple professional anglers talk about that over the years. I've heard other people, local anglers that are really good, just people that I know talk about that. So I've heard lots of good, credible anglers say that. Never really been given an answer why, though. But who knows? But it definitely seemed like there was a major shift in the activity level and the feeding window of the offshore fish. During practice, they were really feeding pretty easily, or pretty well. We could catch them pretty easily offshore. We had a couple schools located, and it wasn't really that hard to get them to bite once you got set up on them. During the tournament, it was a grind. We caught 2 of our 5 keepers offshore and then a couple shorts, and that was it. I caught that big one in 2 feet of water at 1 p.m. We think that one went probably close to 7 pounds. It was the majority of our weight. And everyone we talked to that did, all of our friends and stuff at the tournament that did well said they caught them shallow for the most part. So definitely seemed like that lightning the night before or something, maybe pressure from everyone, scanning around and messing around offshore in practice as well. But something definitely turned those offshore fish off a little bit. They were not eating near as much as they were in practice, and we just didn't make the adjustment quick enough. We didn't adjust and go back to the bank and go back a little bit shallower until a little too late. So congrats to everyone who caught him. It definitely wasn't an easy tournament. No tournament this year has been. TTO's been a grind this year. Really, all the tournaments have been this year. It's been tough with all of the crazy weather we've had. But 1292, 35th out of 1292 for our weight, 35th out of 128 teams. We're sitting in 21st in Angler of the Year, which is also, you know, it's solid, but it's not what we want to be in. We've been in the top 10 in Angler of the Year the last 4 years on whatever the major trail we were fishing, whether that was a college trail or Bass Champs or TTO. We've been in the top 10 in our number one trail that we've focused the most on the last 4 years in a row, and we've been in the top 10 in AOY and TTO the last 2 years. So we're trying to keep that streak at 5 years and 3 years on TTO, but 21st with one event left, we're going to have to probably almost win the last one to get in there. So, you know, the goal is always to win Angler of the Year, but that's pretty much out of the question. These guys are too good and we're too far down, but we'd like to at least keep the top 10 streak going. But we'll see what happens at the last one. It's supposed to be at Texoma, but if you're familiar with this area or you live in this area and you know about Texoma, you know it's extremely high right now. So there's been some rumors that maybe we'll have to move it to a different lake if the lake doesn't get low enough in time. So we're just kind of waiting to see what happens with that right now. But wherever it is, we'll be ready to go, and hopefully we can, you know, have a really strong finish to the regular season to try and have as high a placing finish in Angler of the Year as we can and cut another check. So that's where we're at. You know, next week I think we're doing a pond video. We filmed a little pond video after practice for this tournament. There's a pond behind the hotel we stay at, and we caught some pretty decent ones in there. So that'll be next week, and then after that, hopefully, it'll be the Bass Champs on Tawakoni and then the last TTO tournament. So still lots of good content, still trying to keep up the once a week schedule. And other than that, that's all we really have for you today. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
I got the bread and I got the juice. I got some dogs and I let them loose. Bring in the storm and this ain't the Zeus. Walk in the skies but this ain't the loop. This ain't the truth. We ain't the same, you ain't have a clue. I'm in the game and untouchable, cause I got the flame and this is the proof. Loading my tote, I still want all the smoke. We ain't talking about jokes, we just talking about more. I see